Used the green part, this one, to make sandals, baskets, carpets, pots, mats, hats, because it's a strong one, as you see, very strong and flexible at the same time. They weave it together to make carpets, sandals, hats, ropes as well. But we don't use it anymore. We use just the inner part, the white one.
Keep it, Koyoko. Keep it. Can take it.
That's why we divide it into straps. As you see, we cut it into straps. But the problem, this part is not strong enough to make a paper. It's breakable, easy to break, but we have to get it flexible and much stronger. That's why we use the hammer, like this one here. We hammer it to break it down, to break the fibers on the side. Then we use the rolling pin, like this, to stretch it out and to collect the fiber what's inside. Now you can see it becomes more stronger and flexible than before. But before we hammer it and we roll it, was breakable, easy to break. But we still have a problem. This part has a big amount of impurities inside it. Impurities could help some kind of bacteria, fungi to grow up faster and eat the paper. But we have to clean it away of impurities. That's why we have to soak in the water, fresh water, pure water for about 1 week. 1 week in the water.
1 week.
Yeah, and if we leave it in the water longer time, like 2 weeks, it will get dark, goes brown to be like that one here in the bottom here. 1 week in the water to make the yellow paper, 2 weeks to make the brown paper. Then we have 2 pieces of carpets or cotton, and we start to arrange the straps between them in horizontal and vertical lines. Horizontal, like this, 1 sheet horizontal. Don't worry, we can wait him.
Yeah, we'll wait. Yeah. Or we'll wait till he's ready. That's okay.
No problem, I'm waiting him.
Yeah.
Take your time.
We can use for the teaching material.
Yes, yes.
So then, after, as I told you, we have 2 pieces of carpets or cotton, and we start to arrange the straps between them in horizontal and vertical lines. First, we put all of them horizontal and so on. Then we put another sheet vertical. And here, as you see, the straps are going to stick together without any chemicals, without glue, because it has already some starch inside it, acting like natural glue. Help the straps to stick together without any chemical material. Just we arrange it, crisscross, overlap, and so on till we reach the size we need. Then we have to cover it. We cover them both like this, putting them here in the press for another 1 week. 1 week more in the press. But ancient Egyptians had not press like this one because the press is modern machine. They used big stones, big rocks instead of the press. Also, they had no carpet, they had no cotton. They used animal hides, animal skin, instead of the carpet. Now we have 1 week in the water, 1 week in the press. After 2 weeks, in totally, the result gonna be a piece of papyrus like this one here. Feel it. This paper is the first kind of paper in the human history. It's natural paper, no chemicals, no glue inside it. It's a durable paper, long lasting, lasts forever. If you go to the Egyptian museum, you will see papyrus paper like this one, 5,000 years ago, without a change. I mean, 5,000 years ago, you can see this paper is still existing now inside the Egyptian museum. Why? Because it's 100% organic, 100% natural. There is no chemical material, no glue inside it. As you see, it's a strong one and flexible. So the rope up like this. If you roll it, never break, never gets break. As you see, can be rolled, can be folded. Why? Because it has 2 layers, one in horizontal way and the other one in vertical way. These 2 layers makes the paper strong one and easy to roll, no problem. But something very important I have to tell you, please try to be careful, take care, because here in Egypt you will see in the street in front of Egyptian museum around the pyramids, many people sell imitation stuff, fake one, very cheap price, but it's a very poor quality because the other paper made out of banana leaves. It's not the same. Some bad people in Egypt use banana leaves to make imitation stuff and they sell it for the tourists as original paper. But the problem is, banana has a big amount of sugar inside it. The sugar could help some kind of bacteria to grow up faster and eats the paper. I mean, the fake one doesn't last, just like 2 or 3, maximum 5 months. But this one lasts forever. For that, here, the Egyptian government, to make better protection for the tourists, established our museum This place, it's a governmental place, runs under the control of the Egyptian government. So when you choose something, you shall take our guarantee certificate. We give you our guarantee, and as well we give you our stamp on it, which certifies that everything hand painted, handmade on real papyrus. Because the fake ones, sometimes we find it printed by machine, stamped by machine, not hand painted like our stuff. Finally, we send this paper, the plain paper, for the artist, for the painters to paint, to draw the design. And here each one has a meaning and story behind it. For example, this one here, it is the most famous one we have. We call it the last judgment or the final judgment day. It talks about the life after death. What will happen for the person when he died? What about afterlife? Ancient Egyptians believed that the death is not the end of the life. No, there is the continuation of the life after death, the second life after death. That's why they imagined that the dead pharaoh, the decay, before he goes to heaven, afterlife must be judged, and he should pass the test. First, as you see, he should kneel down. He kneels down in front of 14 judges, offering sacrifices to them and swearing that he isn't bad, to help him to go to heaven afterlife. Half of them believe that he's a good one, and they give him the sun here, the Ankh, key of life, symbol of eternity. They believe that he's a good one, but the other 7 refuse to give him the key of life because they don't believe him. 7 believe him and 7 don't believe him, half and half. To know who's good or bad, all of them decide to give him another chance and send him down here with Anubis, god of mummification, to the balance of truth and justice, to weigh his heart against the feather of truth and justice. If the heart goes down, if the heart weighs more than the feather, it means he's a bad one, he's a bad person, because the heart full of mistakes and bad deeds, bad actions. And the punishment of the ancient time, this wild animal, we call it sobik or amam, swallows the heart, eats the heart as a punishment. But if the feather of truth and justice goes down, as you see, it means he has pure heart, which means he's a good one, he's a kind person, and he will go to heaven after life with Horus, god of protection. Here inside the paradise you can see Osiris, god of afterlife. Behind him 2 women, his wife Isis, gods of love, and his sister Nephthys, gods of magic. At last, here in the center, we have Thoth, god of writing and wisdom. The scribe writes down the story, and here you can see the story of the judgment written in the ancient Egyptian alphabet, ancient Egyptian writing, we call it hieroglyphics. You know, the hieroglyphics alphabet, it is the first alphabet in history. It was not ABC, not was animal figures, symbols like this. For example, to write Laura in hieroglyphics, we use the line instead of L, eagle instead of A, check instead of U, the lips is the mouth instead of R, and the eagle instead of A. This is L-A-U-R-A, Laura in hieroglyphics. In the same way, if you like to write your names or any as a gift for somebody, we have a painter here, you have an artist here, just a minute, 2 minutes maximum, he can draw a name like this example with golden color and black outlines in front of her eyes. Inside this shape here, we call it cartouche. Cartouche, its royal shape was at the ancient time to write the name of the king and the queen. Only the king and the queen could write the name inside it, but now anybody can put his name inside the cartouche if you like to get your names written, or if you like to take something as a gift for somebody with his name or her name. Takes only 2 minutes to be done. Finally, if you look here, find our system here. Each one here has this card and written on it 2 numbers. The first one here, N0, is the model number of the painting. Second one, Ili, is the price in our local Egyptian pound. But here we do accept any kind of money, any kind of credit card. It could be on Egyptian pound, American dollars, euros, Visa card, MasterCard, American Express. We accept any kind of money, any kind of credit. And also forget this prices here, because for you we have like a special discount for you, starting from 10% up half price. Okay, it depends on the painting and how many pieces you get. And to carry it, anyone you choose, you got it rolled up inside tube like this one here to be easy.